Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Faith. If you're new here, karibu. If you are a returning subscriber, you are the OG and I love you. I love you so much. Thank you for clicking onto this video. Thank you for also clicking on the notification bell so that every time I upload, you are among the first to watch my videos. I really appreciate it. I don't take it for granted. Please, if you still haven't subscribed, it is free. And if you won't subscribe, I'll cry. Please subscribe so that it also builds my channel so that we can also grow. Yeah, but so far so good. I appreciate all the love that you have given me. I don't take it for granted. Each and every one of you, I really appreciate you. So today I'm serving some coastal wife vibes. Yeah, I'm just chilling in my dera. Had to funga this kitamba because my hair looks bad. I was supposed to have a salon appointment, but I'm having a cold and it's been there for quite some time. That is why I have not uploaded any video whereby I'm talking, because I had a very bad cold. So today I decided, since it has gone down a little, I do this video for you. Yes, and disclaimer, there on my other two videos that I gave my story time, there are some people who came and wrote some comments that I didn't appreciate. Please, if you feel like you don't want to associate with such, please don't watch those videos. I don't like negative energy, please. And I know who you are. Even if you use someone else's account, I know who you are and I know your handwriting. So please, if you do that again, we won't be in good terms. Thank you. So today I'm going to share another story with you guys. Something that happened. I was just chilling in my dera and replying to some emails. Then I decided, I remembered this story and I said, why not tell this story to you? Because most of you told me they love when I give out stories. So I have so many of them. So this is a story. No, let me not explain. I'll just tell you. So there was this time I was going out. And I was coming from town to where I was staying. Then we had planned to go to Zodiac. There was this club in town called Zodiac. I don't know whether people still go to that club or not, but at that time it was new and everyone was going there. The chicks were well dressed, the men came there and people were just balling out of control. So that was the new thing in town at that time. So we went to town, we went to bus station. We were coming home. I was with babe at that time. So when we were coming home, he bought a sweater from bus station, a very nice sweater, and he told me, babe, this is what I'm going to wear when I'm going to the club. And I was like, okay. So we are in the matatu, we are sitting at the back. We were so many people. By then it wasn't, there was nothing like social distancing or what. We just seated, so many of us at the back. So when we alighted, unfortunately he forgot the sweater. He knew the matatu, but when the matatu went, then came back, the sweater was not there. So someone had already taken it. So he felt so bad. And I asked him, do you still want to go out? And he was like, yeah, a sweater cannot make me not to go out. And I was like, okay, where there is a party, Faith never misses. So we got home and prepared, blah, blah, blah. When I was showering, I had a text message on my phone. It was not a text, it was a message on Messenger, the Facebook app. So going to read the message, there was this guy, he texted me at, what are you doing today? And I'm like, nothing. I'm just going to go out with my babe in this new place in town. Yes. And he told me, okay. I'm also chilling in the house. I'm with babe. And I just kept silent. I didn't reply to him back because I was wasting time and we were getting late. So we prepared ourselves, went to Zodiac, had fun, had so many drinks. We were with our friends. We had the amazing time of our lives. I remember those days and I miss those days. Actually, I'm going to look for each and every one of you whom we used to go out with and yeah, create another memory before people go back to their businesses. So when we went to the club, I went to the washroom and I was in the washroom. There was this lady dressed in white. She was standing in front of the mirror. Then I came out of the washroom and was also, yeah, these things that you do, touch-ups. You check whether your top is well aligned. You tie your belt, nini, nini, those types of touch-up. And this lady was looking at me and I was like, what have I done? What have I done? Who is this? Why is she looking at me like this? I feel so scared. And after I looked at her for quite some time, she is, or she was, I don't know whether they're together or not, she was the girlfriend to my ex. And she was looking at me and I was like, I think I know this face. And I went back to Facebook, looked up her up because I knew her, but I didn't think she would be in the same place where I am. And I looked her up and I saw that it was her. So she was looking at me and I was like, what did I do wrong? Nini? I wanted to say hi, but I also held it back because I didn't know what she was thinking, or if she really wanted to say hi, she could have said hi as the first person. So after that, she left and went outside. So I followed her quickly because I was already done. When we were standing outside, she was talking to my ex-boyfriend, and they were like arguing, and you see, it's like they're talking, and maybe she was like asking her, you brought me here, and Faith is also here. And I saw my ex, and then after she had already spoken to him, she left, and then she went and sat down. So my ex came and said hi, and Faith, oh, how are you, blah blah blah, and we did a little catch up. So I think my boyfriend thought something had happened to me, that is why it took so long. He came, and when he came, he saw me speaking to my ex-boyfriend. Drama. When he saw me speaking to my ex, he got so agitated. And I told, babe, relax, I just met him here. We went and sat back. A few minutes later, he started ordering in drinks, like, why are you doing this? And he was like, leave me alone, I want to drink. And when you touch him, he pushes my hand, and I was like, why all this drama? And I didn't even bother. So after some time, it started getting boring because he was also bored. So I started having fun with the rest of our friends, and we were dancing, and he was like, Connie, you don't feel like you did anything bad? And I was like, I didn't do anything bad. I just spoke to him, and he left. Not knowing that this is the start of a very, very long night. So when we were not speaking, the other guy came after he had already drunk whatever he's drunk. He thinks he's Superman or whoever, and he came and started talking to me. And he was like, are you bored or what? And then my guy saw me talking to him again, and he took my phone quickly, and Zodiac was on I think on the first floor, and he threw my phone on the balcony. And I ran to see whether I'm going to call someone to pick that phone for me, or will I just use the stairs and go catch my phone. I didn't know if I could act like Superman or Spider-Man, or what kind of man would I act. Imagine, a few minutes, I was just standing on the balcony, and Starburst passed, and my phone was broken into pieces. There was nothing left of it. And you remember the phone that I told someone not to steal? That phone that I loved so much. It was that phone. So the phone went that way. So drama started. Why are you talking to my chick? And I'm like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what. And quickly, I just told him, let us leave this place. And he was like, no, I'm not leaving this place until I get an explanation. And the guys were like, no, you're not living with her if you are like this. No, I'm not going to let you. And imagine the other chick is just seated on the table, looking and staring. I don't know why we behave like this at times. So they started arguing back and forth, and I had to leave. So when I was leaving, they all came down together with my friends, together with the girlfriend to my ex. And they were all watching them fight. And when they were fighting, if mtu akirusha ngumi, And these people were, I think they were so tipsy that hizi ngumi, they were, these blows that they were throwing were not even hitting them, and they were like flying in the air and they missed, and yeah, it was so much drama. Then all of a sudden, the police came. At that time, it was this time of the night whereby when it reaches around 3 or 4 or 5, the police come. Then they take you. Just in case you were found loitering in town, you were taken to, what is it called, remand. Then you pay whatever you're supposed to pay. If Monday reaches, you're taken to court if you were not able to pay for whatever you did. Was it? But mainly it was just loitering, nothing serious. Yes. So after they started fighting, blah blah blah, my ex was wearing a suit, and my boyfriend tore the suit, and they just started throwing words, nini. And I was just tired and fed up. And the lady, the girlfriend to my ex came and started telling me, like, why are you doing this? Why are you making this man fight? And I'm like, sis, what have I done? What have I was just coming here to have fun, and unfortunately this has followed me. And she told me, like, okay, me, I'm not going to start drama with you. And the chicks who were with her started abusing me, and I was just like, I don't want to cause any type of drama here in town, because when I start, I'm not polite. I'm not polite at all. So I don't want to cause commotion. So the police came, we all scattered, we ran, some of us went back to the club. And in this process, they were just still following one another. There is in this Beba shopping area. They were following one another there, exchanging abusive words. Then I just went and called Bay and told, just calm down. There was nothing between us. And then this dude called me weeks later. And then he lied to me that, I'm supposed to go and graduate. And there is some money that I need. And I think I was just so, I was not okay. And I sent him my 3,000 shillings. 3K. Can you all imagine? 3,000 shillings. I gave him 3,000 shillings. But he was supposed to refund the money. And when I asked him to refund the money, he told me, do you remember the suit that your boyfriend tore? I'm going to sue my suit with this money. And I was like, go to hell. For only 3,000 bob. You want to stress my life? Go use that money. Okay? And never give it back to me. And ever since that day, I've never spoken to that person. And I'm so glad, because that was so much drama. But at times it's fun. It was never that serious. Yeah, it was just a night of having another experience. Yeah, but we learned from these experiences. Yeah, so this is going to be the end of my story. It was short, but very sweet. I have so many. If you'd like to hear them, kindly comment in the description box down below. Please, if you still haven't subscribed, kindly consider pressing on the subscribe button together with the bell, so that every time I upload, you'll be among the first to know. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming to my story time. I have more, and I'm going to share them with all of you. So thank you so much, and have a good day. Till next time. Bye bye. Bye bye.